This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Magus, and I decided to make this a two-part video because I wasn't going to do just one whole big long thing, but I figured I should focus on the game first, and then I'll focus on the reactions and all of that next. What I'm talking about is The Last of Us 2. We got a new trailer from the State of Play, which on the side note was pretty interesting, at least to me. I know a lot of people screamed and hollered, and I'll save that for the other video too, because there's no reason to go into that in detail, but saw some cool stuff. But everybody was anticipating The Last of Us 2. Got The Last of Us 2, got a new trailer, and we got a release date for The Last of Us 2 on PlayStation 4 question mark. Yeah, we're not very sure if we're just gonna say just PlayStation. I mean, I think it's a pretty safe bet to say that The Last of Us 2 will be coming out on the next console, as the next console is shaping up and looking like it will definitely be released next year. Just in what capacity, who knows? Maybe it'll be a backwards compatibility thing. I'm not sure how they're going to do the next generation, but all we know is that February 21st, 2020, Last of Us 2 will be released. So everybody get ready who's anticipating. Now, if you've ever played The Last of Us, you know how brutal the combat is. And having looked at the trailer and looking at a little feature by IGN where they talked about the combat and showed some of it, this one looks like it's going to be way more intense, way more brutal, way more harsh, way more cruel. That's saying something for a game like The Last of Us, because the first one was crazy insane with its brutality, and if you're squeamish, highly recommend you stay away. Like, seriously, stay away. Now, we're not getting multiplayer this time. That was one of the details that came out. So it's going to be just a single player focused story only. You know, as someone who played the multiplayer and liked it, even though I was horrible at it, I'm horrible at multiplayer, period. So that's nothing new. But it was a very enjoyable multiplayer, surprisingly, which was just as harsh and brutal. And so, yeah, that'll be missed. But I think a lot of people are really anticipating the story and seeing how this unfolds. What's going to happen with Ellie and Joel, who it looks like he is back. Of course, people are still speculating that this is going to be Ghost Joel, because you only have gotten a glimpse before. In this trailer, you saw him grab Ellie to save her life and say that he wasn't going to let her go do this by herself. So how involved Joe is, if he is actually alive, for those who are still speculating, it's yet to be seen. But it was cool to see him. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be another fantastic Naughty Dog game, which is what Naughty Dog do. They make fantastic games, definitely. So will I play it? Maybe. I never finished the first Last of Us because that shit was just like draining, and my like nerves and anxiety couldn't take some of the parts. But that's because I'm a wimp, y'all. I'm sorry. But yeah, it definitely looks very interesting, and I can't wait to see what else they have to say about it. Actually, they don't really have to show much more after this. I think people pretty much got a sense of what they're going to get. There's improvements in the combat, which I think is cool. I heard that Ellie can jump, which helps. The AI is a lot more smarter, so you don't need to do a lot of minimal tasks with AI. They'll execute some things themselves. In turn, enemy AI is much smarter. They pay attention more. You're able to like dynamically crouch and go prone in different environments. But the AI is aware of noise and is able to detect things that normal people would, like a rustle in the grass, things like that. Dogs can sense you, all of that. Yes, there's dogs coming after you. Yeah, it seems like they've upped the ante on a much more richer experience to frame it in a better way. Like those clicks, I still can't stand the sound of the clickers. Oh my god, that is one of the worst sounds in the world. Whew, that shit used to bug the fuck out of me in that game. But yeah, looks good. Looks very, very good. So, know a lot of you just can't wait. So, as always, feel free to hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. It's your boy Blak, and I'm out. Deuces.